Hey everyone, it's Fun Around and my name is Jordan. This video will be for Saturday's two-game slate. We have the Fever and the Liberty, and we also have the Dallas Wings and the Atlanta Dream. I have a few picks for these. For Friday's games, the night ones, I'm filming during those, and it looks like all of the underdogs right now are going to cover their spreads. So I'm thinking with the WNBA with these 16, 15 point spreads, it might be better just to take the points for the underdog because some of these teams, even though they're the better team, can just have really cold stretches in the WNBA, and it's the underdogs are all cashing tonight. So you will see images that come up on the screen right here. This is from a data app called Outlier. There will be a link in the description for a 7-day free trial for Outlier. So let's talk about this Indiana Fever and Liberty game. The Fever are much better this year, added some good pieces. And then the Liberty, they added Natasha Cloud, who has been great for them. They look really good as the defending champs. So this should be a really good game. Hopefully not a defensive game and we get a shootout type of game. But one player I'm going to continue to go back to is going to be Natasha Cloud, and I like her for over 6.5 assists. I know it's at minus 148, so I'm going to look at that as like a parlay piece, unless you're okay with single betting, something like that. This probably will get bumped up, but it's just where it is right now. It actually gets bumped up then comes back down. People keep taking the over and the under. Starting the year with new teammates, much better team than she had last year, 9 assists and 8 assists. She has been scoring very well, which is she's very good, but last season this she wasn't scoring like this. So it's either a product of her teammates opening things up for her, or her just being excited to be on a new team, and she's just taking more shots. I don't know what it is. So points assist is definitely a good look as well. But right now I'm focusing on what she does best, and that's passing the ball. So I like her for over 6.5 assists. And then another player to get assist that I like for the other game, the Dallas Wings. I like Paige Beckers for over 5.5 assists at minus 140, where they have her line at. So she didn't start off the season great. She played against the Minnesota Lynx, one of the best defenses in the WNBA, and it didn't look good for her. But she came back, played against another tough defense in the Seattle Storm, and ended up with 8 assists, and then she went back and played the Minnesota Lynx again and got 10 assists. So now she plays Atlanta. Atlanta has kind of a revamped team with Brittany Griner there, Brionna Jones there down low. They still have the same guards that they've had with Ryan Howard and Allisha Gray. Paige Becker is just a great passer in college, and it's starting to translate after that first game in this one. So hopefully this is another one with a lot of scoring. So I took a look at Fanduel and took both of these players. You can only go by like 2 intervals right now because you can't do alt lines for every single thing the night before. So with Natasha Cloud at 6 assists and then Paige Beckers at 6 assists, where her line is at. If you do a parlay, you can get plus 112. So I don't think that's too bad if you put both of those together as an assist parlay. If you guys could please like the video, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a little bit of extra time, could you leave a comment for the algorithm? You could just say anything. You could put the number 4, and that helps get this video out there for more people to see. And also, I want to shout out the app Novig. Novig is a social sports book. It's just like any other sports book, but check out the state on the map. If your state is there and you can't bet on DraftKings or Fanduel, you can use Novig just like a sports book. Bet on spreads, money lines. You can single bet player props. All that stuff. You can parlay it all together. I will put a link in the pinned comment, and there's a link in the description that'll take you there. They'll give you $5 free when you sign up, and also if you use promo code FINDAROUND11 all caps, they will give you 50% off up to your first $25. So if you got like $50, they give you 25 free. So let's jump into this next pick, and it's going to be one that went really well for me a couple days ago, and it's Brionna Jones over 8.5 rebounds, minus 108. last time this was at 6.5 rebounds. I said this probably should be at 8.5. She's been getting double doubles every single game this year. So at 8.5, I still like it where it's at against this Dallas Wings team who's still trying to figure things out with a rookie point guard there. Arike Agubawale can be a volume shooter that misses a lot of shots sometimes. So there should be a lot of rebounds to go around. Brittany Griner's been getting in foul trouble really quickly. So Brionna Jones is having to play a little bit more. Unfortunately, double-double for her isn't going to be plus 400 ever again. We caught it that one time. And hit big, but right now it's at plus 140. If you want to go with that, I think she definitely will get the 10 points. 9 rebounds minus 108. If you want to get that extra rebound, you can go for plus 140. I have a parlay for this game because I really like Allisha Gray in this matchup. I don't like where her points line is at 16.5. She's gone over that once in 3 games this year. But I like to knock it down to 15, and it doesn't hurt the payout too much. So Allisha Gray for 15 points. And this parlay is for plus 136. For 15 points, she's gone over in 2 out of 3 games this year. She played against the Fever back-to-back times, and she kind of struggled shooting percentage-wise. And she went over in one and under in the other, really struggled the second time around. But now she goes up against a Dallas team who was one of the worst defenses in the WNBA last year. They played at a very fast pace, and they give up a lot of points. They score a lot of points. So this should be a shootout type of game, and she is a great shooter. She just was frustrated last game, didn't take much volume, and the Fever defenders are not there anymore, and this thing should open up for her at home. So what you see on the screen is all the games against Dallas last year. She crushed them last year. So I like 15 plus points, and then adding in that Brionna Jones. Like I said, you can only take 2 interval, like 6, 8, 10. So adding in Brionna Jones, 8 rebounds will make this plus 136 with Allisha Gray 15. Brionna Jones, 8 rebounds. So it's 2 parlays, some props to take a look at for just 2 games for the WNBA. Hopefully it's a lot better than Friday, where all the underdogs are going crazy and even winning, not just covering their spread. A lot of them are winning big right now. So a lot of money lines could have been taken to hit some big money. But these games are supposed to be pretty close according to the spreads. So it should be a good day for women's basketball. So if you guys want to discuss lines further, I have a Discord. Link is in the description. You can hop on in there, talk about WNBA, NBA, baseball, all that good stuff. That is completely free. You bring your own research. Everyone else brings their own research. And just talk plays throughout the day. And then when the games happen, we can all just talk about how, some guys are chalking, how some guys were free, all that fun stuff. So you can definitely check that out. And then as far as a recap goes, the first game did not go well for me. Sun and the Lynx were 16-point favorites. And the Sun were winning until like the very end. They almost cashed their money line, but they ended up losing. But I had Elena Smith for over 1.3 3-pointers made. She was taking 7 shots a game. She got in quick foul trouble. Every time she came back on the court, she got another foul, and she never really got in the rhythm, and she didn't even take a 3-pointer. So that's the WNBA for you with, they get 6 fouls, but they play less minutes. But she was just barely on the court and not getting opportunities to score. And then Marina Mabrey, she had 2 awful games to start off the year. And then this was a tough matchup for her. I explained how she had gone under in 7 out of 8 games last year versus this team. And she decided to just go off in this game. I was hoping the Lynx were just going to get a blowout early, and then she wasn't going to play much like the last game. But no, she came out and she was knocking down threes. She made like her first 4 in a row, and she was barely making any threes. She made 8 shots to the first 2 games, and then she just came out on fire. So I don't know, man. Every time I take an under, even if it's in like a really tough matchup, players just seem to go off in a tough matchup, and it just I don't know. The last under I took before this was Paige Becker's under threes, but that was like a volume thing, and she went under and that one hit. But I know Marina Mabrey had the talent to go over. She just wasn't showing it or displaying it, and it was Tina Charles on the Sun who had been on fire, who just disappeared in this one. So that's just a WNBA for you. And then in the pin comment, those games are still going on, but Brittany Sykes I had in there, and she was ruled out at like the last second with a leg injury. I also had the Mercury for their plus 5.5 points because they won the last game against the Storm, and as of right now they're winning again. So that could hit. And then I also had Azurá Stevens for points plus rebounds because she had been crushing it lately. And then I pointed out what her double-double would pay out. So she was doing okay, but they're getting beat up by the Valkyrie, who are not that good. So it's just complete flip-flop on this Friday night for the WNBA. Really tough night to be betting on it. So hopefully a much better afternoon for Saturday. So I'm going to get this edited and get it out to you. God bless you all. It's final round. My name is Jordan. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.